Hey there, I'm down here on the DL because I'm going to talk about the Super Mario World Taffeta sets. And what that basically means is this material here is called taffeta. And it's this shiny it's kind of shiny material. So this is the Super Mario World, we call it the Super Mario World Taffeta set, for lack of a better name. Banpresto. In the year, who knows? It's not listed. But here is what is available in the set. And it just used character art. So we have Mario, and he has his cape. He does not obviously have his cape in the plush. Neither does Luigi. And we have the Magic Koopa, Yoshi, and inexplicably a Rip Van Fish. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, 1994. Okay, it's on the plush. This one was made in Sri Lanka. Nothing on the back of much consequence, except a Nintendo logo. So interesting parts about this piece. The eyes are plastic, and the eyebrows are actually a pattern on the fabric, or added later somehow through a process. Someone explained to me at one point, but I don't really understand it still. But the sideburns and the mustache are felt pieces, along with this little hair tuft in the back. But this is actually part of the taffeta. I love these big, huge overall buttons. Those are great. And these feet are funny. He's like super deformed, squishy Mario. Very nice tag, on with that gold thread that seems to be a staple among Banpresto plushes. Yeah, Luigi, very, very similar to Mario, except for that mustache. But when placed together, it almost seems like, I mean, these days, if you didn't know, you might even call Luigi fake because he's so close to Mario. But luckily, he is just defined enough. There's Mario and Luigi. Yoshi looks great in this set, I think. And he has felt eyes that feel like plastic that's been wrapped in felt. A pattern of felt. And maybe the pupils and the eyelids were added that same way the eyebrows were on Mario. His nose are little beads. His little nostrils are beads, which is funny. And all of these look a little bit stretched. Like they're being pulled, and they're very tight patterns. And then they have little felt pieces for his dinosaur bits. And then he has the saddle or the shell. Which is it? Looks like a saddle in this one. Of course, Super Mario World, he did look like he had a saddle. Still made in Sri Lanka. Same feet. I like the feet in this set. Okay. So real nice. It looks like the white is attached, so it's not just like a color change, it's a sewing thing. So they're sewing different pieces of fabric together. Very nice. Alright, let's go with Magic Koopa. Just destroying this. Well, okay, Magic Koopa, definitely my favorite from this set, because there aren't many Magic Koopa items at all, and he's one of my favorite characters. I'd like to call him Kamek, but Kamek wasn't even out yet. He's tagged as well. I think I have a complete... Oh, Luigi's missing a tag. I think I have that tag, though. It just fell off. So sometimes you'll see this Magic Koopa without his cloak, because you can just about take it all the way off, because it's just over a plush that's orange. There's the feet again. There's a Magic Koopa butt. If you ever wanted to know what a Magic Koopa butt looked like, they're nude underneath their cloaks. I like his little wand. That's pretty great. And then the glasses even have that little sheen to them, if you see that. That's on the character art. It's kind of tough to see on that one because it's so small. But I like his upturned nose. I like this whole plush. It's really great. Little thing and his big old head. It sort of implies that his head goes up in a conical shape. But it's just his hat. He's just a Koopa. Okay, so there are... Oh, one more in this set. And that is the Rip Van Fish. This guy's tagged too. And what a weird character to add into this set. If I was looking at Super Mario World and I said, hey, which characters would be great in a plush set, which would be really recognizable? I mean, Magic Koopas are great because they were introduced in Super Mario World. And so was Rip Van Fish, sure. But, like, what about Rex? The little guy you flatten. I love that guy. Or like a Reznor or something like that. But they went with Rip Van Fish. Maybe because it was easy. But he has obviously a different pattern than everybody else because he's a fish. And he's kind of in his sleeping pose. And you can kind of imagine him just waiting for Mario. And then going after Mario. Not much else to speak of with this guy. The eyes are wrapped in taffeta. They're like little plush pieces. You can see they're wrapped and then attached somehow inside of the plush. Doesn't look well. There's some. There might be a little bit of glue there. There's stuff to say. But I've seen one of these without, like, with an eye ripped off, and there's just a hole. So obviously, if I was to pull that off, there'd be a lot of damage. But the little eye here, the pupil, is same thing with the eyebrows here, where they added it. I think it's like, maybe it's ironed on or something. I don't know. Maybe it's printed onto the fabric and then attached to the plush. I need to learn more about plush construction. Okay, the second set involves some really weird items and encompasses 3 different series of video games. So let's take a look at that. The first one, and these are just really weird and wild. Okay, here's Mario again. Same taffeta material, but this time he's part of a set that encompasses Donkey Kong Country, Yoshi's Island, and Super Mario World. And the Mario and Luigi versions, same kind of deal. This time the eyes are not plastic, they are felt with printed material on them, and the eyebrows are printed onto the fabric. We still have felt sideburns and mustaches, but they look quite a bit different, the nose placement on them. This is still Banpresto, and it's 1996 now, so this is 2 years later. So they have a lot more going on. They have the buttons, but they're not oversized. And Mario's kind of in a jumping position, kind of, maybe, a little bit. You have the hair tuft thing again, but everyone's going to want to know, what the heck is this thing hanging out? And when I bought him, it's exactly what I asked. What in the world is that thing in the back? It has a big old Banpresto thing on it. Well, let's get to it. That is the sound Mario makes, because this is a Mario hammer plush. And when you bang him on the ground, he makes that noise. Why anyone would want a plush to do that, I don't know. That is so weird. But there you go. Here's the back of that tag, tush tag. And then, there we are again. Made in China this time. Interesting. And this time, the Mario face has teeth. Actually, I don't know if that... You can't really tell if there's... Nope, no teeth on that one. So when you lift up the mustache just a little bit, you can tell that there's no teeth in the pattern below. But there's teeth on the Magic Koopa. Oh, that's interesting. The teeth feel way different. I think it's a little piece of felt on the teeth. Yeah, it's a little piece of felt or something. It's the same stuff. Well, yeah, it's the same stuff that's on the glasses. It's just got a lot of glue on it. So, all right. So Luigi has a hammer and is also a hammer. Now this one is missing the squeak toy. You can see where it would have fit, because you can kind of do that, and you can see where that green thing would have been. But someone removed the squeaker on this one because it's kind of a stupid thing. So now it's just a Luigi plush. It almost makes the plush better, because it is a really weird plush. I like Luigi's expression on this one, because he's, oh, I'm a Luigi, oh no! Nice big hat. Not a whole lot else to speak of. Sadly, the feet are gone. The little crazy feet that are on the super deformed ones. But okay, next up is Yoshi's Island one. Now this one does the same thing. It squeaks. It's just obnoxious. Oftentimes I'll see Baby Mario missing from this plush. They are not separate. They're supposed to be together. I've seen this Baby Mario sold separately, this little taffeta guy. He is just attached in 3 different areas. On Yoshi, on his arm, on his belly, and on his other arm. So he's holding on to him. Kind of weird that he's on the side, but you kind of have to... When you build a plush, you kind of want to see both characters from the front. So to have it be back here, it'd be harder to see, and Yoshi's head would just cover up Mario. But makes it kind of weird. Now, the weird part about this plush, aside from that, is they just put a piece of thread in to separate Yoshi's eyes. Almost as like an afterthought. Like they should have printed it, but then they didn't. Because he does have separate eyes. But yeah, it looks like they just did that to correct a problem, almost. This time they added nostrils printed onto the fabric. And these legs, all the same legs, are just kind of like attached. There's no fluff in the leg. The fluff is in the foot. There's the saddle. So this is Yoshi's Island Yoshi. I don't know if you got to see the front of the tag. There you go. So then there's 2 more plushes, and this is... Ooh. I have to tie Donkey Kong's tie. Hold on a sec. They actually tied it around him. I could take the tie off. Here's DK. A very good likeness from the character animation. His ears are like taped or sewn to his head. You got felt eyes. And they're a little googly, but that's okay. Just because of the way they sit on the plush, you can kind of fix that up a little bit. He has a little trademark curl. He does the same thing. There's his tush tag on the side, and his tag up here, and he's got the nice DK on there. That's printed on. It's a little off center, a little weird looking. And he holds a banana, which is always nice. I think this is one of the first Diddy plushes I got. There's Diddy, and his hat never really stays in a position that you want him in. He's got a nice tail, but it's attached to his head. I often see this attachment snapped, so his tail can just be a real monkey tail. I didn't do that. I kind of like it there better, just because it looks a little bit more like Diddy, but well, it's missing the... I'd really like Nintendo to be here, or a star or something. He doesn't have his star in his shirt either, which is kind of a bummer. Holding a barrel. Doesn't say DK or anything, he's just holding a barrel. His tush tag is on the side like this. This almost gets back to those crazy feet though, but they're monkey feet. I like that there's a difference between these. Oh, and this one, yeah, makes the same stupid noise. What a weird set. I love it, though. Notice, though, that Diddy didn't get that same thread piece that Yoshi did to separate his eyes. I mean, Diddy does have separate eyes, but I guess this looked fine and this did not. I'll see this all the time without the thread piece, too. These plushes have a way of being fixed by their owners before they're sold. So these are all very nice and intact mint plushes. Except for Luigi, who's missing his hammer piece, but like I said, almost better that way. Not much else to talk about here. Oh, one thing I've noticed a lot is that the official seal or whatever for Japanese stuff is this little sticker, and it's weird that they do that because the sticker could be like really easily faked and just placed on anything, and also it could be taken off. So, isn't that weird? I've always wondered if I take the sticker off if there's something underneath, but I'd never do that. Alright, well that is the taffeta sets of Super Mario World, Super Mario or Yoshi's Island, and Donkey Kong Country. Thanks for watching.